data, you collect the data, you move, so on, so on, so on. And then we had some, like, what's it called? Examples of questions and what they might look like.
Okay.
And then small example activities like that. So that was just it. We had those like questionnaires and, interviews and collecting data, like, I don't know, tallies and stuff. So
Okay. So you are familiar about the topic.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're about to start the class. Can you see it?
Okay. Yes, I
Can
can
you see
see.
it? Yes, we just recapped about last week's classes. You said it was easier than the topic, the other topic before.
Yes.
So now you've got it. You've got everything. Everything is fine.
Yes.
No questions about last week's class.
No questions.
Okay, let's move on. So today we are on data handling. In data handling, as you said, you just described to me what you know, but it's always about collecting data. So there are methods to collecting data, which is observation. Number one can be observation. Data can be collected by observing what happens. E.g., if you want to collect data, for example, for exchange rate for the week, you have to watch the news and record different rates. This is for when these methods are for collecting the data. Obviously, you have to know the basics before you can understand what is happening in the topic. So these are the basics of collecting data. So like these are the methods and the basics of the topic. So you have to know the basics. You have to know how doing interviews is one of the method also. Musa, when doing an interview, what do? You just ask questions and then you get the answers, and then you record the information.
Yes.
Yes, and then there are surveys and questionnaires. You understand surveys and questionnaires, you know all about them.
Yes.
Okay, so can I just read the following? Survey involves asking people questions to find out what they think or believe. A questionnaire is a set of questions to ask people about certain methods. So secondary source data. Secondary source data is data collected from someone else, or like data, third-party data, if I can put it that way. Like as I made examples from newspapers, magazines, books, and the internet. That's where you can also collect data if you want to do maybe like a research and everything. Yeah. Moving on, there is here in this topic, there's something called the population and sampling. Are you familiar with those words?
Population and sampling.
Yes.
Individually, but like I don't see this.
Individually, are you familiar with them in this topic?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me what is population? Can you just, if you can, maybe tell me about population and sampling?
Population.
Don't look at my notes.
No, I'm not gonna look at your notes.
Okay.
He's placing out, and then the population, the people that make up that specific, I don't know, area, place.
Okay.
Ne?
And yeah. And sampling?
Sampling. I don't know what sampling is.
Okay.
Sampling, samples are, but I don't know what sampling is.
Okay. So as you say, the population is the people that live in the area, or it's like a group. Okay, if I can define here in the sense of this one, is the group from which data is collected. Maybe let's say specifically, let's say we are dealing with people like people in, maybe let's say your area. You understand? That is the population. That is our population. You understand? We're just dealing with that people in your area where you live. That is our population. So sampling, and then sampling, a sample is the portion of population that is involved in an investigation. So let's say a sampling, if I can explain sampling, let's say in your area, out of your whole area, and then we choose to say people with 3-bedroom houses, people with 2-bedroom houses, that's our sample. You understand? So people with 3-bedroom houses, it's just one group of people. So that is our sample. You understand?
It's like what we're working with, like.
Yes, that is our sample. And then those with 2 bedrooms is our sample. 1 bedrooms is a sample. It's just a group divided. So in total, if we can calculate all those people in total, it's called a population.
Okay.
Yes, I get me. So sampling size is what I just talked about. The 3 bedrooms, you just putting them in sample groups, And then representative sample, when you choose a sample, every member of the population should have an equal chance of being chosen. This is called the random sampling. So here, it's just that it's when you collect your data, it's to make sure that you're not biased, like biased meaning saying you are choosing this over that, your data shouldn't be about that. You understand? Maybe let's say in your area, and then we choose only 3 people, only 3 bedroom houses. You understand? That is representative sampling.
Okay.
So about what I just explained, I just made a table here. This is a table of healthcare for children 2 to 8 years of age in South Africa for the year 2008. You understand? So in this topic, number 1, you must learn how to interpret the data. Don't just look at the data and move on. You understand? You must interpret it and understand what the data is talking about. First thing first. You must analyze everything. Number 1. You understand? So here I'm just gonna be talking about this population and sampling size and everything. You understand? So this is our age group, this is our population. You understand? This is the people that we are dealing with. The age group from 2 to 8 years. You understand? So I've even highlighted here a sample size. Maybe let's say sample size of 5 to 11 years. This is our sample size. This is that we are dealing with 2,479 children. You understand? So we just analyze, for now, we're just analyzing this table. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So public hospitals, they are made in percentages. Private hospitals, percentages. Public clinic, percentages. This is how you analyze the data. You understand? So here it's our total. So this is the total population that we're talking about. This is the population. You understand? Our population is 6,782 children. You understand? We are dealing with 6,782 children. So when we do our sample size, let's say 2 to 4, you understand? Yes, this is the sample size. This is the sample size. This is the sample size. So here, from this thing, 2 to 4 years, 5 to 11 years, 12 to 14, 15 to 18 years can be called a class interval. You understand? Like maybe let's say if you are grouping your data, maybe you're organizing the data, maybe you have like the data is scattered, everything is just there, like 2 to 4 years, you're just putting it in a manner that we understand. You understand? So saying that 2 to 4, I did not hear you.
Like organizing it.
He is organizing it, actually. That is organizing. Yeah, we're just organizing the data so that it can be in a manner that can be readable and understandable.
Okay.
Yes. So any questions before? You have no questions?
Wait. No. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Should we move on?
Yes, we can move on.
Okay, so here, classifying and organizing data. So data can be classified as categorical and numerical. You know what is categorical and numerical orders? Data. before we move on? Do you know what they are?
Numbers, numerical has to do with numbers, ne?
Okay.
Categorical, I'm assuming it's like bars or something, I think.
What did you say? Balls.
Bars, like, I don't know.
Oh, bars, like a child, bars.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand what you say. Okay, so in
But I don't
categorical,
know.
you are quite right, but not in a sense of when you say categorical data, you don't put it as in like bars. You are just grouping things into like things, like as I said, colors, favorite flavors, it's it's a category, if you have like
Category.
yeah.
It's like category. It's
Yeah,
focusing this, that, and that, and that in different.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, in different things, maybe in different tastes, chicken, livers, such things, that is categorical data. We categorize it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, and numerical, you said it was numbers. You are correct. It has to deal with numbers. So it is grouped by numbers. It's either discrete, it can be counted and usually includes whole numbers, or continuous. It can take any value. Usually it is measured. It is a measurement of some type. You understand? So there are two types of numerical data, which is discrete and continuous. You understand?
Okay. Yes.
So here you understand when we talked about organizing data. You understand how we organize our data.
Uh-huh.
Yes, let's say we received data that is scattered. You understand? Maybe let's say scattered, saying like the two is there. Maybe let's say out of for example, this chart. I mean this table. You understand? Let's say we received it, but it is not organized like this. You understand? Because sometimes we can receive like data saying like 2, 10, 12, 15. Different types of numbers. So we need to group them. Yeah, I understand. As I said,
Yes.
says here, sometimes there's a lot of different categories in a set of data. A frequency table that has resulted in a range group. So when we arrange like this data, the table is called a frequency table. You understand?
Uh-huh.
That table that I just showed you of health, it is
Oh,
actually,
yes. Yes.
yes, it is a frequency table. You understand? So I've made an example here just to try and show you how we can do this thing. So let's say here's my example. For example, if the Arrive Alive campaign recorded the speed of every vehicle that passed a checkpoint, maybe a specific checkpoint, maybe let's say on a highway, you understand, on the road, they would get a range of different speeds with decimal places. You understand? So I'm trying to make an example. So let's say we are recording data of cars passing at a certain highway. Let's say we have those what you call e-tolls. You understand? So it's recording the number of cars that are passing there. You understand? So there are so many cars that will pass there. So we can't always record all of those cars in terms of their speed. Let's say like 79 point, maybe let's say 70 kilometers per hour. This one, car number one, this one and this one and this one, that data would be a lot, and it would be very, very scattered and clumsy and everything. You understand? So how you can group, how you can group your data. This is just an example that I'm showing you. You can say 40, this is the speed of the car, 40 passengers with the car, minibus and trucks, and others heavy vehicles. Yeah, these are categories of the cars that passed so that you can make your data be clear and simple. So 40 kilometers, less than 40 kilometers, you understand the intervals. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 62. These are the number of cars that passed. They here total number of cars passed with the speed, with that speed, with the speed, in between the speed. You understand? We're not saying that they passed with 50 or 59.9. You understand? In between the speed. It can be 50 or 59, or in between 50 and 59.9 kilometers. Yes, and then we get the total 300, 150, you know. That's
Where
simply
did you get this stuff from?
where.
Oh, okay, sorry, you added up all the numbers there. Okay.
Oh yeah, I added up all the numbers. It's the total. So you add up from 0 to till 1. You get 300 from 1 until 0, 150 from 3 until 0. This 0. These are all totals of the categorized cars.
Okay.
Yes. Here I'm just telling you of how to find information, record the data. This is, simple as that. So now here comes the part that I think you should know by now. You know how to summarize, how we summarize the data, different values to summarize the data. Do you know what we use?
What do you use?
You're not familiar.
Wait,
Okay,
summarize.
yes, summarizing the data. When we summarize this data, the data that is given us, this one, what do we use to summarize it? The values.
I don't know. I think, what do you use?
That's fine. It's fine. We have the mean, number 1. This is one of the to summarize. Now you remember.
Okay, now I'm here because when you said summarize, I'm thinking summarize. What do you want me to do? Summarize. Go summarize. So I'm like, okay, what are we talking about?
Okay, I understand. But when you summarize data, it should come to your head. Oh, okay, if I'm summarizing, let's let I should
They're
use
talking about the mean.
the mode. Yeah, because you are just summarizing the data, that numerical data, that whatever categorical data. You understand?
Okay.
Yes. So you're familiar with those things, the mean, the mode, the median, and
Yes,
the
I
range.
just know that was the first thing that's supposed to come to my mind when talking about
So
summarizing that.
okay. So do you know them? The mean, the mode, the median, and the range. Are you familiar with them?
Yes, I know them, but I don't, and that's zonke kahle. Don't say I know them perfectly, but I have an idea of what they are. I think.
Okay. So here, let me just explain them to you. You're gonna deal with them. I'm gonna do an example just to show you how they are calculated and everything. Just here, just how can I say this? A theoretical data. Informational. This is theory, but we have to calculate at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yes. So the mean is the sum of the data divided by the number of data items. Do you understand it? So here, in this, maybe let's say passenger cars. You understand? I'm just making an example. I'm not saying that this is it's just an example, just for you to understand what is a mean. So what I mean here is there are this many speeds. You understand? Let's say we're dealing with speeds, and there are this many cars. So let's say we're dealing with passenger cars. So it's 300 over the category, the speeds. You understand the number of speeds. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You understand? So it's the total of the speed divided by the number of speeds. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, I
You get me.
yes.
Yes, that is our mean. And then we have the mode. The mode is the most common value in a set of data. Common value is the number that appears the most, like that appears that repeats itself. You understand? That comes out repeatedly.
More than once.
Yes, more than once. That is correct. Then we have the median. The median is the middle value when the data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Please take note of this thing, ascending and descending
Yes, I
order.
know.
Yeah. You should always take note of that. Or you must arrange first before you can calculate. And don't just take the numbers and then do them like
Yes.
that. Yes.
You
And
first
range,
arrange them from the smallest net to the biggest, and then net,
yeah, you can arrange them from the smallest to the biggest or from the biggest to the smallest. It's still gonna be
and
the
then
same.
the one in the middle. Oh,
Yes,
sorry for the noise. I'm so sorry for the noise. If you can hear.
I can hear it.
I'm
It's fine.
sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
But geez, I know that one.
Okay. So the range is the the noise is louder now.
Sorry.
All
We
right.
can continue now.
So the range is the difference between the highest and the lowest values in the data set. So the range is actually the highest number, maybe let's say in those speeds, the highest speed that someone traveled with, the 120, minus the lowest speed that someone traveled with, which is a 0. But,
You minus it.
Yeah.
You minus it.
Yes. When we say difference, subtraction. Anytime when they say the difference between numbers, it's a subtraction.
Okay.
Yes, when they say for the difference between the highest number and the lowest number, the difference between the middle number and the lowest number, that is you always subtract. It's always like that. Okay. So now we're gonna be dealing with averages. So yeah, with this thing, I'm gonna show you how we calculate everything. You understand? So now just doing, as I said, I'm doing the theory part of this thing so that you understand what we actually talking about when we get into the calculations. You understand? Yes. Here's here, the mean, the mode, medians are types of averages or measures of central tendency. They can be calculated from a set of raw data or from a frequency table. You understand?
Yes.
So now, yeah, we are saying we're finding the mean from a frequency table. So there's actually like they can give you various tables in your exam and everything. Like they can give you literally any type of data. You understand? So as I said, you need to first interpret the data, understand what the data is talking about. You should really understand what the data is talking about, because of sometimes there are various ways of calculating the mean, the mode, and the median. It's the same principle, but the difference is with the information in the table. You understand? Yes, there are some type of other ways that you should follow. So here in the frequency table, it says add column and work out the frequency multiplied by the outcome. I'm going to show you everything here that I'm talking about. I'm going to show you. So, okay. Then work out the values in the f of x column by multiplying the amount by the frequency. The value in the fx column gives the sum of all the values in each category, in this case, the total number of people in the household. So this is an example that is made of people in a household. You understand? Yeah, I'm going to show you in each category. The total of the values in the f of x, means function. You understand? Column gives the sum of all the amounts. The total of the frequency column gives the number of scores. So also finding the median from the frequency table in a frequency, and then it states in the frequency table, the results are already in order, but the scores appear more than once. First, work out the median, where the median will lie. Find this value by counting down the frequency column till you get to the place where the median will be. So now here is the example that I was talking about. Yeah. So here it says on the side, is a table of actual data from demographics and health survey. So this data, I'm sorry I did not write information about this data. Probably I forgot. So this data, it states that it's a data of people who live, number of members in a household. So in each and every household, let's say in the urban area or the rural area, there's 0 people living in that household, there's 1 person, there's 2 people, there's 3 people, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what the data is talking about here. We just grouped it. So in the urban area, there's in urban area in an urban area, I don't know how to explain this. In an urban area, there's out of okay, sorry, I don't know how to really say the sentence. Okay, so in an urban area,
Yeah.
in a household, yes, I'm trying to construct the sentence. Sorry, in a household, there's 1 person living. I don't know if you understand me. Out of those households, there are 565 households that has 1 person living in an urban area. Yes, that's how I should put it. You understand?
Out of 565
Households,
it was only one
only 1 person lives
living
yes, in
and
that. 565 households means that your house, you have a house. I mean, at your home, at your home, sorry, not your house, at your home. How many people are you living with? Just, you know, yeah, that's what I mean. You don't have to count them. Maybe let's say like 4. Maybe you live with your mother, your dad, and there's you and it's your little sister. There's 4 of you. You understand? That is a household. That is 1 household. That is just 1 household. You understand? That's what I mean. I don't know if I can tell you. Okay, how can I explain this thing? Okay, okay. Let me.
You know what? Sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
Can you don't use 1. Can you try making it go 2? I don't like the number 1.
Okay, it's fine.
Everything feels like 1. What do you use 2?
What I mean? Okay. Okay, let me use this thing. Let me try and explain. Let me use 4 as it is 4 5. So what I mean here, what I'm saying here is that in 956 household in an urban area, household means a house in each and every house. Yes, in an urban area, and then the data that we collected is up of 950. Sorry, okay, let me start over. The population that we collected the data in an urban area is 4,952 household. It's a house, you understand? So there are 4,952 houses that we did.
Total.
Yes, that we did it. Yes, you understand? So like those people that walk in the house and then they say the from stats say, and then they are counting the people that are in the houses. They go house to house. That's how I can explain. They go house to houses. So let's say they did 4,952 houses. So out of 4,052 houses, 956 houses has 4 people living in it. You understand?
Okay. Now I understand.
Now it makes sense.
Because when you said, when we're talking about 1, I was thinking it's 1%. Like it's an urban area, but 1% is like about 565. So I was like, what? I don't understand. I don't know.
It didn't make sense at that time.
Now I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
So a different number, like 36 ne, or 391 ne.
391, yes, yeah.
There's like 6 people.
Yes.
There's like 69 people that buy 6 clones.
Yes, exactly that way. There are 391 households. There are 6 people living in the house.
Okay, in an urban area.
In an urban area, just the urban area, and then there are rural area. The same applies. You see, we just interpreted the data now.
Okay.
You see, that's how you interpret the data. That's why I'm saying you need to know your population and your sampling, because one is our sample, two people is our sample, you know.
Okay.
Yes, that's how you interpret the data. You understand now?
Yes.
Yes. So out of this data, it says here, find the following for the urban areas and also for the rural area: the mean, the median, the modal number of persons per household. See here, persons per household, the range of persons per household. So now, you see here, when I was talking about finding the mean from a frequency table and finding the median from a frequency table, this is what we do now. You see? So the table is going to be like this. I'm going to explain it to you. You understand? So this is the outcome. This is the outcome, the number of people that are there in each and every household. You can see the frequency of urban areas. This is where we just added a column of function of f of x, and then this is the frequency. And then we added another table. This f of x is for urban, and then this one is for rural. So what's happening here at that it states, you see here, it said add another column and work out the frequency multiplied by the outcome. So what we did here, we say 0 multiplied by 20 is 0. 1 multiplied by 565 is 565. 2 multiplied by 1010 is equals to 2020.
I think we did this. I can't remember which topic it was, but in math. But it wasn't like this, but like it had to do with finding the like it isn't. Am I wrong?
I don't know. You tell me. You're saying you know it, so you tell me. What do you know?
Well, no, I'm saying we did this in math.
In math, like pure math.
Yes.
Okay, so here but now
it wasn't like this.
It wasn't like this.
I'm trying to think what the topic was. It was one of those. But it was not data handling, but it was basically the same thing.
Okay.
But I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay. Take that knowledge of what you learned from pure maths and apply it here now. You know, that's what you can do for me. So the same here for rural, we did the same thing. You know, the frequency 432 times 2, 491 times 3, we get this. Then this is their total. You understand? So on this data, what we just did now here, we just got the number of people now that are in the household. You understand? When we multiplied, you know? Yes. So obviously from 565 households, and there's one person living in each and every household, obviously there's going to be 565 people living in those 565 households. And then in 1010, and then there are 2 people living there. So obviously it's going to be 2020 people living in that household. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So now we are counting the people that are living there. Yes, the total of the people that are living in those households. I'm sorry. I understand. Okay. Same applies to rural. We got the number of people that are living there. The total, which is we have a population of 18,244. So these are the total. Yeah, these are the total people that are actually living in those households. Wow. You understand? Yes, that's how we do it. So now we're going to calculate the urban mean. So meaning that we're calculating the mean for the urban area. I understand. So what did we say the mean was?
The mean is the sum. I think you divide it by the number of 1, 2, 3 by 9. You're gonna count them. Who's by and then divide it off by 9.
Yes, nine is the amount of items, as we said again.
Mm.
Yes. So that is what we actually do. You understand? But here we have our data, 18,244 divided by 4,952 households, the number of people divided by the household, this is our item. This is the people who are actually living there. So our mean is 3,684 people per household. You understand?
Right?
Because yeah, this is the calculation, because the question here said, you see, I did not add this. You see, it says here let me use question 3. It says the modal number of persons per household. Persons.
Mm.
So we need to know how many people so that we can do what we just did here. So the mean of the people per household is equals to 3,600. Yes, that's it per household. That is the ebb and mean, as we said, because you needed to calculate that. You calculate this so that you can get your actual mean. Yeah, understand? Because you can't just use saying this data, all of this data divided by 9. It wouldn't make sense. So there will be calculating the mean for the household. You understand?
Okay. But you're not doing that.
But we're not doing that. We are calculating the mean for the people that are living there per household.
Okay. So you divide it by Lanando's La 4,952.
Yeah, the total amount of people
The total
divided
amount.
by the total amount of household, which is the frequency.
Okay.
Yes. So are you able to calculate the mean for rural area?
Can I take out my calculator quickly? I'm sorry, I'm not at home, so things are not in front of me.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool.
Okay. Yes, I'm here now.
Yes. So you just calculate the mean for the rural area.
And then divide by 2. I think I did it wrong.
What did you do? You can move the mouse on your side.
I think I got the wrong.
Why are you saying you got the wrong answer? Tell me your calculation. What did you calculate? What and what? What did you calculate with it? So that we can correct you.
The 11,023 divide by 2,000. Okay, 2,804. But that's not my answer on the calculator.
In the calculator. But you did the same calculation.
Yes, but on my calculator it's 3,931.
It's what?
3,931. I don't know why there's a comma. But
Maybe
the same numbers, but why is there a comma?
check the calculator. Check the calculator if it's okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Maybe the calculator has a comma. There's those, maybe let's say after every 100 and 1,000 has a comma. Is that how it is?
Not wrong.
You're not wrong. You were definitely right. You are not wrong at all. So you see, I told you about doubting your answers. Don't doubt them. Do what is correct, and if you think it's correct, move on with it.
Okay.
Yes, don't doubt the answer. Don't say I'm wrong without even,
Okay.
Yes, you are. No, sorry, you are correct. This is a comma. Sorry, 3.913, and then 3.684. That is our mean. Sorry, it's my mistake. It's not your mistake. You are correct. You are totally correct. The calculator is correct. Yes. So now we're going to calculate the ebb and median position. You understand? So in calculating the median, we're going to take the total of the households because you are calculating the middle, because we have each and every number. We have the numbers, we have everything. So now we are calculating the median, the middle position. You understand? So you're going to take the number of households, divide them by 2, which is equal to 2,474. You understand? But we are not done here. We need to understand where is actually our median, because 2,474, we can't see it anywhere. You understand? Yes, you can't see it anywhere. So what you do is you're gonna take the sum of all the frequencies until you're gonna add them to the point that it passes 2,474, or it's equivalent to it. You understand? To get the median. So what we did here is we took the 20 plus the 565 plus the 1,010 plus 955 to get the 2,550, which is past this one. You understand? So our median, yes, our median is equals to 3. You understand? So why am I saying 3? It's because of the last number that we added to the sum to get the sum of this one, of 2,550. Because of if it passed this amount, it's equals to or past the amount. You understand? It must be equal or past the amount. As long as if it did not pass the amount, maybe let's say it was 2,364 here, the answer after adding all of this. I'm just making an example. If it was 2,300, you see it's below this amount. So we need to go and find out this amount. You understand? So we're gonna add that 956 again, so that it passes. You understand? So our median was gonna become 4. Are you getting my point? So I even tried to show you where the median comes from. It's the 3 from the outcome. This is how you calculate the median. I feel like we're not getting each other. You are silent, eh?
Sorry. Somewhat. I don't know if I understand.
You don't understand?
No.
Okay, let me try and explain it again. So here. Oh, let me not go back. I said we are calculating the median. Yeah, I understand. Yes, the median. So the median is the total number or the household, the frequency. Yeah, this is a frequency table. We're dealing with the frequency table. Number one, understand that. That's why I said understand the table that you're dealing with. I mean the set of data that you're dealing with, so that you can be able to understand what we're calculating. So since we did the function of x, I said these are the number of people that are living there. You understand? So here we took this one, the actual data that we used to calculate the median. That's what I mean. The frequency, which is divided by 2, which is our middle. The middle, it's supposed to be somewhere out of the households. We want the middle one, the middle number. You understand? It's the same applies here. This one divided by 2.
Why is the answer not 564?
Why is the answer not
564?
564? Why is not the answer? Yeah, because of here in the median, we said the median is equal to 2,476. So we divided the 4,952, the total of the household, ebb and household, divided by 2. That is how we calculate the median, the middle position. This is how you calculate the major possibility.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Why isn't
So
that
now,
your answer?
why isn't this my answer? Because of here, it's a set of data. You understand? As a set of data, you are so okay. Let me explain this so that you can understand. Because I feel like I'm explaining the way that you don't understand. This is not my answer because of here, this number 2,476. We can't locate it here. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
We can't locate and say, okay, our median is here, or it's here. You understand? Or it's here, or it's here, or it's here. We can't locate it. So what we did is we took the numbers because these are already in order. You understand? The data here is already in order. Yes. So we added all the sum. Yeah. Are you with me? Are you moving with me?
You added all
the sum here, the sum of households.
Why did you stop there?
Why did I stop there? You see, I even highlighted here. Why did I stop at 995? Because of here, it says 2,776. You understand? Number one. So
you don't want to go above that number.
We want to go above the number, or it must be equivalent to the number when we add the sums. It must be equivalent or more than the number that we got as the median.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why I added all of this 20, 50. That's why I said if all of this sum, all of this, you understand? Let's say it added to 2,364. That's why I made it. That's what I made it an example with. If we added all of this sums and said it ended at 2,364, you see that 2,364, it's below this median. Are you with me? Yes, it's below this median. So we're going to add that 956. And then from there, it's going to be above this number.
Okay.
Yes. Are we moving? You moving with me? You sure?
Yes, I'm listening to you. You can go forward. You can move on now.
Okay. So as I said, the median is 3. Where did I take the 3 to say the median is 3? It's because of the last number that we added. You understand? Because it falls from which category? The 3 houses. This is where our median lies.
What 3?
On this data, it lies at 3.
Okay. Let's do the rural one.
You do when I calculated it, you do the rural one and tell me where you found the median. Going with what I just told you. Then tell me where it lies.
Okay. Do 2804. Okay. And then Mas, do you want me to talk while I'm doing this, or do you want me to just finish?
You can tell me. You can just tell me the answer.
Okay. Okay. 4.
It's 4. Okay. So okay, keep your answer. Let's see if you are correct now. So to calculate the rural area, you did this, obviously. You calculated the median first, which is you got 1,402. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you added, you see here, this is what I was telling you about. I added 8, 325, 432, 491, and ended here and tried to get the total. So the total is 1,256. This is what I was talking about. It's below. You understand? It's below. So what do we need to do? We need to add more. So we get 576. We need to add 576 to the equation. So which is equals to 1,873. You understand? So because of the last number, the median is 4, which is you are correct. Because of the last number that we added, which lies where at 4.
4.
Yes. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, but the rules here apply here. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Here we calculated it because of it depends on the people and everything. So that's why we did all of those things. So that's why I'm saying you need to understand. You see, I'm emphasizing this point. You need to understand what type of data that you're dealing with, You need to know what type and how to interpret it and what to say on the data. You understand? You must understand the data first. So to calculate the to calculate the mode is equals to 2. It says here the mode in this category is with the highest frequency. So we got the mode is with the highest frequency here because there's no number that repeats itself. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So now the mode is 2 and the mode here for rural is 4 because of these are the number of the highest amount of people they're living. You understand? Yes. And here it's 2020. I mean 1010, sorry. And then the range is the same for both groups because of, as I said, it's 9 minus 0.
Okay.
9 minus 0, the highest minus the lowest.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes, the highest minus the lowest. Are you happy here before we move on?
Am I happy?
Yes. Do you have any questions? That's what I'm asking.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You understand the way we calculated and what I said?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So we move on now. It says here, we're still summarizing the data, né? We're still summarizing. This is another way of summarizing. So we have thing called quartiles and the interquartile range. Have you studied about it?
I don't know those words.
You don't know any of these things?
No, I don't know those words.
Okay. So a quartile, let's say we have received a set of data. You understand? Maybe let's say, for example, how can I say this? A class. Maybe let's say that the marks for the classes. You understand? Then they give us the data 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. You understand? Yes. And then you rearrange it in ascending order. Number 1. You understand? So this is where you start. After arranging it in order, this is where you start. So I thought you studied about interquartiles or quartiles. I did not include the meanings and everything because this is mostly what is required in the question papers. You understand? But I have an example that I'm gonna do, and you will definitely understand what is this after here.
Is it like qua? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Pronouncing the word. Is that what you're asking?
No, because when you talk there, you're quite like I'm trying to think what this is, what it could be. So okay. I'm like no being a packet quarter. But I'm like, I don't want to say that out loud because I don't know what it is.
You know, you have a bit of, you are multi-inter and then you say what in the middle, of a quartile. You are quite right there, but I'll show you. Don't worry. So for getting yes,
we can go on.
Okay. So interquartile range for number 4 for starters. Interquartile range is it's divided into 4 parts, which is the quartiles. You understand? So quartiles, I'll explain to you how it works and everything. As I said, I did not include the meaning in the slides because I thought you already had an knowledge about them. Yes, the idea about them, but it's fine. But it's okay. You don't have to know the meanings or everything, but you just have to know how it works. And I'm going to show you. Yes. So for getting the interquartile range, you need to divide into 4 parts, which is called the quartiles, and then work out the differences between the upper and lower quartile. So the lower quartile is called the quartile 1, which is Q1. Number 1 shows 25% of the data below the median. You know what's the median? It's the middle number.
Yes.
Yes. So when I say it shows 25% of the data below the median, it means that what I'm saying is from the median, you want the middle from the median to the lowest number. You understand? Yes, from the median to the lowest number, that is our Q1. And we want what? The middle. It's like a middle of a middle.
You want a middle within the middle, like.
Yes. You see,
okay.
Let's say here, this is our middle. Maybe don't look at the set of data. Don't look at the numbers. I'm just making an example. Don't look at the numbers. Let's say here, 9 and what. So our median, let's look at just 0 to 9. That's what we're looking at. Yeah? So our median is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. Our median is 4 from 0 to 4. Yeah, understand? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 4 and 5.
Let's just say 5.
You are saying it's 5.
Let's just say it's 5. It's 2,
okay,
but let's 5.
Let's remove the 0. Okay, let's just say it's 5. It's fine. Let's just say it's 5. So what I mean, this is our median. Ne? So what I mean about getting the Q1, I'm saying we want the middle of from 0 to 5. This is our Q1, the middle one now. The middle number is 2. 3. What? Okay. Sorry. Yes. 3. That is our Q1. We're gonna mark it as Q1. You understand?
Okay.
Yes, that is our Q1. 3 is our Q1. And then for Q3, for quartile 3, shows 25% of the data above the median. What I mean is from 5 to 9, we want the middle number, which is 7. Yes, which is 7. So that is our Q3. That is it. You understand? We want the middle number. But the calculations, the calculation is the same as calculating the median of a median. It's like you're calculating a median of a median from this number and this number. So what we actually mean, we mean 25% of this data, 25% of this data from 7 to 9 is what and what. And then what we mean here, it's, let's say it's marked.
Sorry. Is that why we have quartile 2? Because quartile 2 is already like.
It's the median. It's quartile 2 is the median. Yes, it's our middle number.
Okay.
Yes. And then what we said, the interquartile range here is the difference between the highest and the lowest quartile, which is Q3 minus Q1.
Cool.
Okay. So we can move on. You have no questions? Sorry.
No.
Are you sure? Okay, but okay. Since you don't understand this, let me just move on and
no, I think I understand, but like you're asking me if I'm sure, so now I don't know what do you mean.
I said don't doubt yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. That is number one thing that you should know. Don't doubt whatever you know. So we have something called a box and whisker plot. A box and whisker plot is a diagram that shows how the data is distributed. A box and whisker plot shows the highest and lowest value in the data, the median, and the upper and lower quartiles. So, okay, that is the this topic is a bit long. Eh? We have this thing called percentiles. I understand that still continues. It is another set of data. You understand, but for work for time purposes, I only ended that box and whisker. You understand? So in our next class or any percentiles, that's what it's called, percentiles. In our next class, we'll probably do it.
Okay.
Yes. So this is our, I have an example of to explain the quartiles, how they work, and the interquartile. Actually, it's just an explanation. This class is just to explain everything in terms of calculations. You understand? Can you see still see the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So don't mind the handwriting there. I'm just going to show you it's an example. So there's a class example. The following data is to show how many hours girls and boys study. So the girls study, this is our data. The boys, how many hours they study, this is our data. And they've given us the mean, and the median. For the girls, it's the mean, and for the boys, is the median. So here it says calculate A and B.
Where are you reading this?
You're not seeing this thing. Okay, sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So you see it now.
Okay.
Are we okay? Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay. The following data shows how many hours girls and boys study. Girls, this is how many hours they study. We have the mean is equals to 7. The boys, they've given us the median. You understand? So it says here calculate A and B. So for A and B, and we have already been given the mean. So how did we say we calculate the mean? What is the mean?
Yes, Bala, you add all of them up and then you divide by the you tell the items went up, but those numbers weren't.
Okay, yes, you are quite correct. You said it's a divider. Okay, let me just do this. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna write me because the typing typing stats. So to get the mean, this is what we do. You're gonna add everything up. So add it up for me on your side also. I'm sorry. Okay. We are adding because of here we want to calculate A and the given one is the mean. You understand? So whatever is given, we use that to calculate. You understand?
A and Zumbala.
A aumbal is calculator. So it's 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10.
Plus 45.
Yes, plus 45. So we get 45 plus A, because since they've given us the mean, we're supposed to divide it by, which is equals to, don't mind the handwriting. I don't have a mouse with me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So 45. So they say it's equals to the mean, which is 7. As we said, how we do calculate, we divide by the number of items. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So divided by 7. So now you have to calculate this thing. This is your equation now. We want to solve for A.
Do you want
I think it's fine. This is an example. So it's 45 plus A. Woo, okay. Divided by 7, and then 7 over 1. So we're going to cross multiply first. This is our equation as given. Cross multiply. This multiplied by 1 is equals to 45 plus A. Yes, plus A. And then 7 times 7. 49 is equals to, obviously we want for A, so it's 49 minus 45. So our A, 49 minus 45 is equals to 5. So that's how you calculate for A.
Okay.
Because we were given the mean. I understand. This is how the calculations come in the exam sometimes, maybe in the exam or the test or anything. This is how they ask you to calculate the mean, or are you understanding me?
Okay.
Yes. And then here, can you calculate our median and tell me how you calculated it? Because you saw how we calculated. First, understand what is a median, what do you want from a median?
Can I calculate the median? Okay.
No, calculate for B. We want for B.
Do you have the answer?
I will calculate it with you. You can give me the answer and then we'll calculate together. Yes, you calculate on yourself and then give me an answer and then we'll calculate.
I don't know. I think we're 4.
It's what?
Wait. I think it's 4.
You think it's 4?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Keep your calculations in mind. You know how you calculate the median again. The median is the middle number. So obviously our middle number is 1, 2, 1, 2. This is our middle number. It's B and 5. Yes. So we're gonna say B plus 5 is equals to 4.25. So our B is equals to, just to solve the calculation, 4.25, obviously when you take it to that side, it will subtract, so minus 5. So, no, sorry, no, sorry, my mind is somewhere else. No, divided by 2. You understand? Yes, we now cross multiply. So how do I erase this thing?
And say up
Keep it up and
next to the one the marker.
next
The
to the
black
marker.
Next to it on the left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, technology. Okay, the marker. This is 2, obviously. Did you do this calculation the way you said, the way I said it? The way I did it?
No.
Okay. So let me explain this thing to you. Ne? When you want to find a median, before I continue, because I know I did not say it in the first slide, So when you want a median and you have like 2 numbers in the middle, let's say this is our set of data. We have 2 numbers in the middle. So you're gonna add up these 2 numbers and divide it by 2 to get your median. Yeah, I understand. Always remember that when you have 2 numbers in the middle, you add them and divide it by 2, and then you get your answer. You understand? Yes, that is the method of calculating the median if you have 2 numbers. So yes, when you have 2 numbers, if it was just 5, you would have written 5. That you are done, median done.
Okay.
Yes, but if it's 2 numbers, this is the calculation that you have to go through. So obviously, you cross multiply. Cross multiplying here is b plus 5. And then 2 times 2.5. Oh my God. Calculate. I don't even know how to calculate.
2 times 4.5.
It's
9
9.
is.
Okay. So when we tell E4, how did you get your 4 actually?
So answering what?
We are getting a 4. Our B is equals to 4. How did you get your 4? Explain to me now.
Let's be honest.
Be honest. I want to know, how did you get your 4? Or be honest.
Okay. So those numbers, and I was like, 3 no 5. The number I was like, the number in between 3 and 5 and 4.
Ooh, 4. Okay, that's fine. But now you know the calculation now.
Now I know the calculations.
So. Yes. So guesswork, at least they are 7s, or sometimes I say 7s. So we move on now to question 2. No questions here. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so we move on to question 2. So in question 2, what we are given here is the range. You understand? So now all I want you to do is calculate the A for me. Are you able to use my screen? Because you're able. You can use my screen. Let's see how you calculate it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I can do that.
You can use my screen. I want to see.
Oh, so you think I'm gonna like come make up numbers again now?
I want to see. I just want to see. I don't think. I just want to see.
Okay. So you want me to do A, ne?
Yes, calculate A for question 2.
Okay.
Or you can tell me without even, you can just say it with the mouth. How you can try and get A.
I don't.
Number 1, okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What is the range?
It's highest minus lowest.
You have your clue now. What you do?
Yes.
I gave you a clue. Yes, I
Wow,
gave you a clue of what you do.
How did you give me a clue? Ubu A.
So A, it's here. Now.
Okay. Okay. So you put them in order first.
They are in order.
I don't have a nice handwriting, so I'm not gonna write on your screen.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just, and look at mine. It's probably worse than yours.
You? Okay. But where do I put the A if I'm putting them in order? Do I have to put them in order? No, there's no need, Mama, this fucking order.
There's no need because you are calculating for A.
Yeah.
And they are already in order.
They're already in order. Okay. So highest between 25. 1A. And then what is the lowest number? That's not 25, ne? That's 5.
5.25.
Okay. Minus 3.5. Yeah.
Range, they have already given us the answer.
Sorry. Wait.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you the answer?
You can tell me first how you calculated it before you give me the answer.
Okay. I have an answer in my mind.
No, tell me how you calculated it. I want to know how you calculated first. What did you do? Let me give you a clue before you tell me. Okay, look at this, ne? Look at this. This is a set of data. You understand? They've given us the mean, and we know the mean is the sum of data divided by the number of items. That is how we calculate it first. Here, they've given us the median, which is the middle number, and we have two middle numbers. And I said it's for the if it's two numbers, it's those two numbers divided by 2, then we get the median. So it's already given. So now in terms of range, now I'm giving you a true, and then when you will, in terms of range, is equal to highest. Sorry, it's equals to highest minus lowest. So I'm giving you a clue here. And remember that this is already in order. Our data is already in order.
A is 1. It's not in order.
It is in order.
8 kanye 7,5 is A or 1.
Remember what is given, the range. This is what we use. What is given is what
The
we're going to
answer is
use.
1.
The answer is what?
1.
It's 1.
I should think so.
Okay, let's do this now. So the range, look at here. Nah? This is our method. They've given us 4.5, which is equals to, what is our highest? It's A.
No, sorry. Answer not 1. Why did they put that A there?
Because as I showed you, this is the range. They've given us the range. So it means when they've given us something, this is what we actually use. And I said the order, the set of data is an order.
Okay, answer 8. Sorry.
Answer is 8. So how did you get it? So you did what I just did. So it's 3.5. This is what you did. This is the calculation you did.
Where is it?
You can touch my screen and then you can do your own thing on my screen, on your side.
No, I'm sorry. I let me tell you. Then you said the thing is in order. So A is a clearly, and then 8. So I minus the 3,5 from the 8, and then I got 4,5.
So you actually you minus?
I minus that first number, 3,5 from 8. I've minus 4,5. I've minus that range. So
Okay.
8.
Okay. So now that is guesswork.
That's not guesswork.
That is guesswork. You just did this and you said you got this. That is guesswork. This is the calculation. To get the range, let's look at the calculation. Look at the median. As I said, median.
You want me to calculate quick exam to show calculation.
Yes, that is marks. Let's say this thing, maybe they say it's 2 marks. They will mark you here and then they will mark the answer. They want the calculation. That's why they can't ask you a question they can't say calculate and then you just give them the answer. They want to know how you got the answer.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. You have to show the answer. As I said, was it the first or second lesson when I told you that immensely when you answer it fully to get the marks. Yes, you get the marks. You must show the calculation. Whatever I'm showing you now, you must show the calculation. You see? So here, to calculate for A is the highest number. As I said, the numbers are in order. A is the highest number. That's why it's the last number. And they've given us the range. This range, whatever they've given us, should be a clue. Given us the median, it's the clue, it's the middle number. Given us the mean, so which means we use the mean calculation to get the answer. You understand? Is it? Yes, is it? Yangen.
Yes.
Okay. So to get the range, okay, now I want you to do something for me. I want you to explain what I just did.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's okay. Minus 3.5 minus 4.5. 4.5 is equal to negative, or you can take it that side. Okay, so is that it? 2 positive, which is 8.
You want me to explain what you just did?
Yes, I want you to explain what I just told you now. Start from question 1. Explain to me how we found out these things. Explain it to me. Just give me an explanation of how you can calculate, because you have the answers in front of you. You know what I wrote, even though I wrote trash, but you know what I wrote. So give me that explanation.
Which one do you want me to do?
All of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to remove those red lines?
I don't know. Okay. Wait. I don't know.
Okay, fine. Leave it. It's okay. Before we move on, I want you to understand how these calculations work, because you can't move on without you understanding these calculations, how they work. And we are past our hours now.
Yes. I'm sorry.
It's fine, but I want you to understand.
Okay.
As long as you understand, I'll be fine.
Okay. So for the mean, the first one, we had to find A. I mean, as bad as long as divided by 2. Okay. So why is there 45?
1 into 45. Okay.
Each. I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
Let me tell you. So it means closing I mean uzibala zonke and then divide by the number. There's a numbers is per how much, how many of them there are. So you calculate all those numbers. 45 plus A, because A was missing. So same either like short. Same either, and then we're gonna divide by the 7. 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's how many of yes as one of the yes.
Then the 7. Sorry.
The 7 kaloku 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the dividing of how many they are.
Okay.
And then what happens is why is it equal to 7? Wait. 40. Okay. And now something must happen. We're gonna cross multiply. So it's plus 7, and then it's big 1 because we don't have another don't. So you put 1.
Yamazlo 7. Wait, can I ask a question? Yamazlo 7 lost in Tatapi first. Where is Antigupi? Point it out. Point it with me. Tiapala, man. We are doing the activity together. Point it for me. Where did we get this 7?
Underneath.
Underneath where?
Go 45 divide by 7.
No, this 7. Not this one. This one is a different one. I wonder where did we get this 7?
That 7 is a placeholder. It comes from just no and
Okay. Let's start all over. It's fine. Yes, let's start it. It's okay. It's okay. It's actually fine. Okay. Okay, yeah. This we are starting. Start question 1. So question 1, we want to calculate for A. Ne? And then we are given. This is given. Number 1. This is given. The mean. What, as I said, what is given should be a clue to what you should calculate. And I asked you, how do we calculate the mean? Number 1. Yes. And you told me is the number of sum, is the sum of numbers, divided by the numbers itself. You understand? So this is the mean. It should be a clue, number 1. Sum of numbers divided by the number of items. Ne? So we have a sum. Let's calculate it 1 plus 1. So the sum of our is 44 plus A plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10. You understand? So how many are they? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yes, 7. So don't forget this thing here. We were given that it's equals to 7. From where? From here. Do you get where it comes from?
Yes.
Yes, it was given. It's a given. It's actually the mean is equals to 7. This is the mean. The mean is equals to 7. This is where we took this. This 7 is the end.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I get where the excitement comes from.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
let's see if the excitement will make you get the right answer. I'm gonna press this one. But you understand where I'm going.
Yes.
Yes. So 7 is equals to the sum of numbers plus this thing. So if you add all of this thing, what do they give us? 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus what did it give us?
I get 45.
It gave us 45 plus 8. Yes. Divided by 7 equals to 7. And then here, this is our equation. This is our equation here. This is what we need. This is what we have to solve for what? For A. You understand? So as I said, we want to cross multiply to make this thing simpler. If this is the equation, if the equation is like that, you cross multiply. So 1 times 45 plus A. Let's say this is in brackets, you understand? Because let's say it's just one calculation. So it's 1 plus 45, 1 times 45 plus 145. A. So it's gonna be 45 plus A is equals to 7 times 7, 49. Yes, 49. Okay, let me just do, sorry. 49. And then we get the A. A, obviously, you're gonna take this thing to the side.
That side.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. And now we get each other. So our A is equals to 45 minus 45, 49 minus 45.
4.
That is our A. So when we replace to make this data set, we're gonna say A is 4.
Okay. So
now you do the median now for me. Do it on the screen.
How?
Do it on the, okay, you can tell me. Okay, talk to me. Talk.
Okay. We're doing the median.
Mm-hmm.
Well, medians kanyela u B.
No, B. We want B. We are calculating for B in the median.
Okay. So
Number one. Okay, let's do it together. I don't know if you because
median. So now the median is both 5 and B. Ne?
wait, why are you saying the median? Why are you going straight to the
All of
to
my
the
men 5 and B, but because it's those two numbers, it's two medians, you divide. Ne? Then sifumane 4,25. Ne? 4,25. And ne?
I'm listening.
Ane?
I'm listening.
Okay. So similar to, we're gonna say B. Do you want me to do it like formula, like wise, or like just must it
I want
make
you.
sense?
I want you to explain to me how you gonna get the answer step by step. How you
Okay.
gonna get the answer?
So it's the B ne plus the 5. That's gonna give you the answer, and then go answer we divide ne, and that's how we got the 4. That's how they got the 4,25, and then uzawuthi wena what was your answer?
What is your answer?
And then I said the answer was 4, but what is your answer? Yuma. Okay, let's do this one together.
You want us to do it together? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now I need you to listen very, very carefully. Very carefully.
I want to move this line.
Yeah?
I want to remove this line, but it's not coming off.
It's fine.
Oh,
I removed it. Okay. So listen to me now. Listen to me. So this is the set of data. Number one. That is our set of data. The 2, the 3, the B, the 5, the 8, and the 9. Yeah? I understand. Here we are given sorry. No. Here we are given a median. You understand? So when I say you're given the median, in your exam, maybe let's say in your test or exam or anything that is given or any activities that you do, and then they give you something like here, we are given the mean. You understand? We are given the mean. So the mean should be a clue that this is what we have to use to calculate for A. You understand? So you don't just go to say, okay, median and the way we that's where it confuses you now. Yeah. So a median, this one is like a clue of what to use to calculate for B. You understand? It's like the same here. We are given the range. This is a clue. It's like a clue of how to calculate this thing. Yes. How to calculate it. This is like a clue. I'm saying it, I'm emphasizing it. It's like a give. If they're giving you something, maybe let's say on anything, whether like any topic here in mathematics, whether pure maths or math lit, if they've given you something, it means if they've given you the answer to something like the totals, there's supposed to be a clue to you. Okay, this is what I'm using to actually calculate this thing. Yes. So now to calculate the median, you'll forgive me for the handwriting also. Sorry. To give the median is the middle number. So to get the median, we must find the middle number. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there are 2 3s here. You understand? There are 2 numbers in the middle. As I said, if here there was a 9, or let's say there was a 10, our median was going to be
5.
Yes, 5. You see, that is just the answer, straightforward answer. I understand. But since we have 2 numbers, we want the middle number. When I say middle number, obviously, when you want something in the middle, you have to divide it by 2. If you have an apple and you want it in the middle, you have to cut it into 2 to get the middle part. You understand? Yes. So now we're going to divide both numbers. B plus 5 by 2. So this is the calculation that I was talking about. B plus 5 divided by 2. This is our calculation. So B plus 5, this is our calculation. And we are given the median, the answer to this, that it is 4.25. Yes. So we still have B plus 5 over 2. So now we have a full equation. We can calculate.
Okay.
Yes. Same thing. Same principle applies, of course, multiplying now. This is it. This thing, when I add the 1 here, when I'm adding this divided by 1, sorry, when I divide by 1, it means that I am cross multiplying. I'm trying to make this thing much more simpler for you to understand. You don't have to do it by 1 but for you to understand, to make it simple, when you have an equals to and an equation this side and an equation this side, obviously to get the answer for B, you must cross multiply. So this multiplied by that, this multiplied by this. Are we moving together?
Yes.
Yes. So 4.25 multiplied by 2?
9.
9. And then B, here obviously B multiplied by 1 is equals to B, I guess. So 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. So it's equals to,
Okay.
we take it to the other side, 9 minus 5 is equals to B is equals to 4. Are we okay? Are we understanding?
Yes.
Do you understand where all the numbers come from?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes. Don't mind the time, don't mind anything. Just make sure that you understand. I want you to understand. Be sure that you understand. Because if I feel like you don't understand, I'll repeat it. Then I'll waste your time. You're not wasting my time. You are paying me for my time.
No, I understand.
You sure you understand? Okay. So now calculate here for A. How are you going to do it? Please explain to me how we got it. How you got the answer.
I must explain, okay?
Yes, you must explain. Or you can write the way I wrote on the screen. Just, it's up to you. It's either you can talk or you can write. It's up to you.
Okay. So Mm. So, what was the answer? And this time 8, ne?
So how did you get the 8? How did you get the 8? How did you actually get the 8?
You said what I said was guesswork.
Okay, tell me again. I'm sorry for saying that. Remind me, what did you say? How did you get the answer?
How did I get the answer?
Yes,
No.
remind.
Well, I minus the 3.5 from 8. And then I got that.
Where? Why are you minus? Okay, can I ask you a question first? Why are you minusing 3.5 minus 8, whereby you don't even know if it's 8? You understand my question?
This is the number was 7.
No, that's not how it goes. What if this data, what if this data was 10, 20s and 50s and 100s? That's how it goes. Like, would you have guessed the other numbers? No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said,
Up with the numbers.
what?
There's a mono add 51, 52, 53, 54.
No. That's not how we actually work. That's not it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. So, unga 8. Like, understand what I'm saying. Eh? Listen. Don't be bored or waiting for the pressure. I'm not actually. You understand? What I'm saying is, yes. What I'm saying is, on this calculation, I even did you a couple of what you call examples, saying that the mean is 7. It's given. The median is 4.25. It's given. So this should be our clues on how to calculate the A and the B. So on this one, we are given the range. What is the range? You tell me, what is the meaning of the range, of a range?
The range is 4.5.
It's what?
It's 4.5.
No, the meaning of the range. What does range mean?
It's the highest minus the lowest value.
Yes, that is our calculation. And we are given the range. You see, you understand where I'm going with this thing. We are given the mean. We use the mean formula to calculate for A. We are given the median. We use the median calculation to calculate for B. So now here we are given the range. So if we are given the range, what do? We're gonna use the range formula to calculate for what? For A. Are you getting where I'm going now? Don't just add the numbers. That is wrong. Like the pattern could be going in a north direction. You understand? And when you're going south, I understand. Yeah. So don't do that. So now since this is our clue, the range, and you said range is what?
The highest minus the lowest.
Yes, range is equals to highest minus lowest. Are you there?
Okay. And you write it like that.
Tell me what to write.
I think uzobhala, you can write when uzobhala nami lithethayo up.
Okay, okay. So senza kanjani manje from here?
Phakula R uzobhala na 3.5, ne?
Where in the R?
No, kula R uzobhala 4.5.
4,5.
And then we'll value A
A
minus
minus 3.5.
3,5.
Yeah.
And then you
Then
go, wait. Now, I think, wait. Hey, wait. Don't you like somehow make the A stay on one side or move it some way?
it's
Or
fine.
like,
You make it stay on one side. You take this one to the other side. Either way. That's what you
because
mean.
I think
Is that what you
so
mean?
it's minus the 3,5. Kaya ko like plus, ne?
Yes. Yes.
So it's 4,5
4,5
plus
plus
3,5
3,5. And then E
goes to
equal
A.
to. Now you understand.
Yes.
Yes. This.
Okay.
You see, I've given you all the formulas for the range, for the median, and for the mean. You see, if something is given, it should be a clue of what to how you calculate. You see, yes, yes. Take the meaning of the mean and the median and the range, and then you say, okay, since the range is the highest minus the lowest, and here the order of this thing is okay. So which means the numbers are from the lowest to the highest. So you replace, all you have to do is just replace these numbers and calculate.
It makes sense now. Okay.
I can't hear you.
It makes sense now.
It makes sense now. Okay. So now we are given this things, né? So as I was saying, I have to explain to you how to calculate quartiles, né? And the time is gone. Oh, it's gone. I don't know if you want us to stop here and continue to the next class, or because like, hey, the time.
We can stop and continue.
In the next class.
Mm.
Okay. So, yes. This is everything that you need to know. From the next class, we're going to start from quartiles and go into percentiles. Yes, from quartiles and percentiles.
Any work.
You want work.
Yes, but don't send it.
Okay.
So no, like let me explain, right? Like what we said, I'm gonna feel like, okay, wait, I can't do it now because I'm gonna charge my phone. So I'm filming I think this. Send it so that I can do it after sending it to me. I mean, I'm making you wait.
No,
But
it's
on how soon you want it.
Uyazi mina ngomsebenzi angeke ngikujahe. When I give you work, angikujaha ukuthi wena uletha nini. It's up to you. But as long as you bring it before our next class, which is obviously next week.
Okay.
Yes. So as long as you bring it before, as long as you show me, like I'm giving you work so that you can ask me questions. You know, I'm not giving you work just to do it and submit it. I'm giving you work to ask me questions so that with you, this thing and this thing, or this thing and that thing, can you really explain it to me? That's why I always say my WhatsApp is always available if you have any questions based on the work that I give you, or any question based on the topic that we just did.
Okay.
Yes. So for today, this is our end of the class because of we have exhausted too much time.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So I'll find some work and give it to you before the end of today, and then you will ask me questions via my WhatsApp.
Yes.
Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have any questions on today's class, WhatsApp me.
I will.
All right. So enjoy the rest of your day. Then you can leave the
Thank
meeting.
you. You can
Thanks.
enjoy. Please enjoy yours and enjoy your weekend too.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.